Comptez sur moi comme je compte sur vous.
The French election is absolutely chaotic, with the polls showing no clear winner as the first round of voting approaches. In the Brexit spirit, Marine Le Pen has framed the contest as the next epic struggle between globalism and nationalism. 39% of young people aged 18 to 24 support Marine Le Pen, almost double the number of her closest rival, Emmanuel Macron. 39%, which proves what I've been saying all along. Populism is the new punk. All the energy is behind Le Pen. The French are sick and tired of their country being stuck in the malaise of anemic economic growth, high taxes and high unemployment. Sick of being told to accept another ominous form of occupation, this time under the guise of Islamo-fascism. France has suffered 20 Islamist attacks since Charlie Hebdo. 33% of Muslim students support terrorism. But don't you dare question whether it's normal for some classrooms in France to be 91% Muslim, or you'll be fined. Le Pen also has huge support amongst women, many of whom have observed the epidemic of sexual assault sweeping Europe and don't feel safe. So how is the establishment trying to stop this populist uprising? By creating a fake populist in the form of Emmanuel Macron, the French Tony Blair. Because nothing says populist like a former Rothschild banker who's never been elected to anything in his entire life. This guy's entire campaign was literally cooked up years ago by Francois Hollande, the outgoing socialist who's so unpopular he's not even bothering to run as a candidate. Macron is the Hollande mini-me. Hollande has already anointed him as his successor and will campaign for him if he reaches round 2. Now all the corporate money and state media endorsements are flooding Macron's way. Populist my ass. His entire campaign was created in a lab by the very same establishment the French are trying to get rid of. He also married his school teacher, who is 25 years older than him. And that's just weird. How's Macron going to stop Islamic terrorism? By curbing Islamic immigration? No. By spying on French people's Skype calls. No thanks. So who else is there? Jean-Luc Mélenchon, a far-left communist sympathizer known as the French Hugo Chavez. Because Venezuela's doing so well, isn't it? Yeah, the French are known for their haute cuisine. And I don't think they fancy the idea of searching through the garbage for food. I don't think they'd like the idea of flamingo being on the menu. But then again, they are French, so don't quote me on that. Mélenchon wants to reduce legal working hours from 35 hours a week to 32 hours a week. Because a 3-hour lunch break just isn't long enough. Because 24% youth unemployment just isn't high enough. Let's create more incentives for businesses to leave France. Great idea. He starred in a video game in which he shakes down people on the street, steals their money, and puts it in a common pot. Yeah, the world tried communism, and it kinda didn't work out for us. Reference the entire 20th century. Or the French could default to Fillon, the scandal-ridden conservative, which would be like putting a band-aid over a gaping wound. Fillon waffles on about Islamic terrorism, yet has no actual solutions to prevent it. The time has clearly arrived for Le Pen.
Car votre Union européenne est en train de s'effondrer. Je porte un autre modèle, qui rassemble aujourd'hui les peuples d'Europe, celui de l'indépendance, de l'Europe des nations dans un monde multipolaire, du protectionnisme intelligent, eh oui, des libertés individuelles, de la défense de notre sécurité et de nos identités par l'arrêt total de l'immigration de masse.
61% of French people support halting Islamic immigration altogether. Populism is still clearly in the ascendancy. The anti-immigration Sweden Democrats just became the most popular party in Sweden. Yes, Sweden!
Sweden!
So, as ever, the establishment is up to its old tricks. Facebook just deleted 30,000 of the most popular accounts in France, a month after they vowed to educate the French people and stop fake news. And Google is once again manipulating its algorithm in a bid to sway undecided voters. Can Marine Le Pen be victorious? Yes, but she has to win the first round. That's how she builds momentum. Hollande is now privately panicking and trying to get out of handing over power at the ceremony because he fears Le Pen will win. Out of all the candidates, Le Pen also has the most solid support when it comes to people who will definitely vote for her. The spirit of Charles de Gaulle has infused Le Pen's campaign. You also have a Trump-style phenomenon where people in the rural areas feel left behind and abandoned. This isn't left versus right. This is Brexit all over again. This is the people versus the establishment. And that's why the establishment is terrified of President Marine Le Pen.
Vive la République! Vive la France!